tuned into. Facts, transparency, results, process, authenticity, culturally competent, wise foresight, challenging, thought-provoking, clarity, unpacking, relatable, aware, present, proven solutions.
Controversial, witty, unbiased, intentional, black, sexy, sassy, fresh. Whatever we question, we will put to rest. Whatever you question, we will try our best. Before you get solutions, you gotta have the proof. We just here to talk about the facts and the truth. Relationships, sports, entertainment, or the news. Enzo and Tiana, baby, go through and talk it through.
Yo, what's good? It's T,
Senzo,
Proven Solutions.
what's poppin', y'all?
What's going on?
So,
We got a hot topic.
we definitely do got a hot topic. We're gonna try to touch on a few things.
Yeah, a few things that all
Couple.
tie together, you know.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna just get right to it. We talking about side chicks, sneaky links,
Mm,
and the science behind all that.
okay.
We'll talk about the emotional aspect, with the women's psyche, and then we'll address the men's and women's natural makeup and psyche as well.
Mm.
So yeah, we'll come at it from a couple different aspects.
So, side chicks / cheating, basically.
Yeah. So basically, we were having a conversation, talking about just cheating, and I made a comment that I don't think cheating should exist. And the reason why I say that is cheating is clearly a choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you get of age to be in a relationship, you choose that. So if at any point you're no longer wanting to be in that relationship, it is mature to be honest and exit that relationship and see other people as a single person, as either a man or a woman. But what we're doing is we're too afraid to hurt the other's feelings, so we cheat. When they find out, that hurts their feelings. So rather hurt your feelings and leave, even if you have children together. If you're not feeling it no more, and there's a reason behind it, instead of cheating, be honest. And for men too, I know you can speak on that aspect a little bit more, babe. But like,
Okay.
I'm just thinking about it from the perspective of a male in a relationship, just being honest about, why men cheat compared to how women experience it. Because how women experience it is, it's heartbreak. It's something that some women never come back from, being cheated on or experiencing infidelity, things like that. So I guess.
It's so funny. First, I'm gonna start it like this. It's just funny, or it's mind blowing how side chicks has become the new name for cheating. Basically,
Right.
Basically
give
a side piece.
Give like a definition of side chick, real quick, would you?
For me, side chick means, or a side piece means somebody on the side that you are having sexual relations with without the spouse recognizing that or knowing. So that's what a side piece is,
For the most part, the spouse or the person being cheated on doesn't know.
Right. So that's why it's called side. Like you're second, usually because the person is already in a relationship and or marriage.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's where it's come to. So now it's being called having a side piece. So it's really like that with that alone is really implying whether you have no matter who you get with, accept the fact that there's a possibility of somebody else being involved without you knowing.
Yeah,
and we should accept that as normal. That's what's being implied right now.
Yeah, it is implied. It's heavily implied, But should that be the norm? Especially we live in such a free world or society. As men and as women, why can't we just keep it real with each other, especially before we get in relationships? Relationships are for commitment. Let's be honest. If we're not ready for commitment, let's not psych ourselves out to be committed. You set yourself up for failure, especially when you know you ain't ready. That goes for, like I said, both men and women. Like, when you're ready to be committed to somebody, and you know when you're not. So that's why I'm saying cheating is choice driven. You're making a conscious choice to cheat, to go against the commitment that you made. It is a sucker move.
Yeah, I think that's very cowardly. I mean, if you make it known, you know what I'm saying? Like, make it known where you stand in life as a person at that moment. That's how I feel.
Right.
When you aren't real with others, you're not real with yourself, basically. And
Right. Yeah.
I just think first of all, there's need that I can't even register the idea of cheating, because why do something behind somebody's back and you can just be single and
Right. And avoid that. Avoid breaking someone's heart, and avoid, everything that comes with that. And just be an adult, be mature, and be single.
and I believe it comes with an unspoken desire, like
Speak more on that.
and not just the unspoken desire, but also it comes with I would say a fear, basically, of rejection towards the person's sexuality. Like, a lot of people don't want to be straightforward about their sexuality.
You mean like when they are in a relationship already, or in general?
I'll even say in general, because even if people are in a relationship, people still lie to get to their goal. And in this case, we're talking about the pussy / vagina,
Right.
or the other thing, the penis. You know what I'm saying? That thing.
Yeah. So when it comes down to it, people do all types of crazy things for both of the two. If we being honest.
Exactly. So it's like no point. You might as well just be straight up. So I think it's really just a fear of rejection, an unspoken desire. So the unspoken desire basically is for me, if I was to understand myself as a man, therefore having a certain type of relatability to other men, I can say the unspoken desire is having something new.
Hmm.
You know,
Right, as a man. So
as
you're
a man.
saying that's a real thing then for men, having a new piece of ass. Let's just be real, call it what it is.
Yeah, but here's the thing too. So I don't want to get it. I don't want to take it to a point where we don't delve into the like the genetic part of that, right? Like scientifically speaking, basically, um the the phallus, is that what that would be called as a euphemism for a penis? The phallus.
Just call it the D.
the
Come on.
the D of a man is easily provoked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that is human anatomy.
That's human anatomy.
Versus a woman. If a woman is honest, unless she has some kind of mental disorder, it takes motion, it takes feelings, it takes your mind to be involved when you're being intimate. Like, if you're just out here as a woman having sex, I really believe that that's a mental disability, for real, for a woman, because one, it's not your natural, it's not your natural desire as a woman. It's not the first thing, as a woman to desire multiple men or mates. I think that is unnatural for women.
Now, why do you say that?
I say that because the woman is the bearer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the woman also is the vessel that God made more gentle and feminine.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a very masculine thing to assert your sexuality in a promiscuous way.
Well, can we say the same for men though?
Yeah, I can say the same for men, but I definitely think that it is a moral and value that is not taught as often as it should be. Saving yourself, just as a mental thing, because sex is sacred. It's not, just a physical thing. But, and in this world that we live in, it is something to think about in terms of something that is prized, right? Men have something that you put in somewhere, right?
Right.
Women have an
insert.
opening that you
Right.
put something in.
Right.
Something that you put something in is to be, valued.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
You gotta keep it and take care of it because it can hold something,
Right.
that is very sacred as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, when it come down to it, those are two very different parts anatomy wise. In the fact that no matter how many sexual partners a man has and a woman have, that morally is a thing. It also physically makes a difference in men and women for a reason. Like a woman legitimately will start to stretch and tear and wear her vagina from having so much sex. You know what I mean? Versus a man is less likely to endure any changes to his anatomy as a man, for having multiple sex partners. So, like, even things like that lets you know that it's not meant to have a bunch of different sizes of pieces in and out of it consistently. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it don't make sense.
Yeah, and as much as I feel women speak on monogamy, whereas men speak on monogamy and the things thereafter that exist, I feel like women, are contradicting themselves when they speak on that.
Right. And then you go, well, how come when I want to have a bunch of different male partners, I'm a hoe, but when a man do it, he's the man? Well, it's because you're out of place, sweetie. You don't know your role as a woman.
In this world.
Yeah, because although that's something you want to do, that's not something that's natural for you to be out here doing.
Because I think about it like that, a man is cheating, right?
Right.
And it's real. Like, this is why men go out there and start exploring their sexual desires and stuff during their teens. So you gotta start talking about condoms with your children and all this stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's a real thing. So yeah, but for women, it is definitely different. I mean, you're not gonna be sitting up here like, yeah, I'm finna go out here and I just never seen it really like that. And when it happens, it's more so I don't know. That's the thing. I know it happens, so I can't say nothing about it.
Right.
It's just, for me, it's just, I think anything bad that can happen, it exists in that way, right? But the order itself, yeah, it's supposed to be, like my flaws as a male would be to want to experience different women. Could that be the same for a woman?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that it's a real thing too for a woman to want to experience different male sexual partners, especially if she has experienced one that she was not satisfied with. That is a real thing. And especially if a woman is having intercourse unmarried, that's already out of line. So if you're going so far as to also doing that at an accelerated pace, you are creating a reputation for yourself as a woman, because it's not typical, for a woman to be doing that.
Right.
And you automatically get called a hoe. And some women, even in today, embrace that. I seen a comedian, I can't recall the name, but I saw, stand-up comedian was like, I used to be ashamed, but I embrace that. Embrace that now.
I just think look at it in this sense. I have to look at it from this sense. We have things that are meant to be there for a reason, right? For instance, but then there are things that look similar in reference to other things, but that don't mean that they work the same as these other familiar or similar looking things, or whatever the case may be, such as like a woman has an opening and through that opening she gives birth. A man has an opening as well, but that doesn't work the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I look at it in that sense. That's the only way I can look at it. Like, just because we have the same opening.
Right. And it's not the same opening.
That's the thing. But when I say the same, it is an opening.
It's an opening, but our creator intentionally created us different.
Right.
Purposely. Like, there's no way around that. I don't care how you want to put it. I don't care how empowered you feel as a woman to sleep with who you want to sleep with, when you want to do it. You can do that. You're still out of order. I don't care.
Yeah, so I think that speaks about and I just think once again the natural order speaks for itself. Throughout history, there's been more women to one man than there have been men to one woman.
Right. Yeah. And that's even dating back to, biblical times. It was not uncommon for a king to have multiple wives in that day and age, And now today, we can even bring up polygamy. Having multiple wives for a man is a way of life.
Yeah, that's the thing we can't deny, and I just dislike that people try to speak on polygamy like it's once again something that's like second class or some third party type, third, I don't know, like something foreign to like humanity, basically.
Right, yeah. I understand that because they don't understand it. It is something that's not taught here in America as typical. So, a lot of people are headstrong on monogamy, but if we're honest, men aren't naturally monogamous. Humanity is not naturally monogamous after the fall of man. Um, if we're speaking just in terms of cultural, traditionally, our culture as Black people, polygamous. So we can go there with it, and then even in some cultures, you see where
Polyandry, there it is. Polyandry, that's the woman.
Oh,
Polygyny is the man. Where the woman has multiple husbands, that's polyandry.
oh, okay, yeah. So I mean, we even see countries where that's happening, like real life.
Right.
So I mean, a bunch of different ways. But as far as when it comes to what we're referring to, we're placing it right here at home in America.
Mm.
Between, what we know and what we see, which is, for me, when I speak about this, I'm speaking about Black couples because that's all I see and all I understand if I keep it 100. So when we see relationships where the male has a side chick, um, what does that say? Babe, can you speak to that?
Hey, that's the thing. It speaks to the man. It speaks to the woman as well when it comes to if she's the type of woman to have a side man. You know what I'm saying? It's like it. The thing about it is they're judging themselves and hiding from themselves at the same time. So it's not about what you're doing. It's about what you're not doing, which is you're not keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? And it's simple as that. It's nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because teamwork makes the dream work.
Right. I wanted to and say that a lot of the times I think that people have this side chick or side nigga because it's trending. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel idolized because of it, because it's such a thing, it's such a topic. People feel dignified having a side chick or a side nigga. Like you the shit because you got it. You know what I mean? So I feel like that plays a role too.
That's real, because I can understand there's women out there who would actually involve themselves in trying to get back at the other individual who's a part of that affair. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you really didn't want him to be doing that, you would just leave.
Exactly.
You ain't got time to be trying to fight the woman. And
right, especially when y'all both cheating on each other and y'all know it. Like,
y'all
come on.
really just want to. It's almost like now, like you said, the trend becomes now a fetish. It's kind of remind me of that Snowfall scene.
Which one?
Where the chick showed up at the dude though. His girl stood up, but that was dude's auntie really, and she went out there and beat old girl up, and he got aroused by it. He was like, I love when she, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You remember that scene?
Yeah, I remember that.
It reminded me of some shit like that. Motherfuckers really like it's like turns to a fetish almost, like.
Yeah.
Y'all really just like doing this shit. So
that's what I'm saying. Just because it's trending or it's a popular thing to do, like having a side piece or a sneak, even a sneaky link. We know what a side piece is. Side piece is cheating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you ain't supposed to be doing. You ain't supposed to be having nothing on the side. If keep it real, keep it all the way 100. If you're doing it that way, you're doing it that way.
Sneaker link is you single and you don't want nobody to know what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gotta know.
But is it appropriate to have a sneaky link? What do you think about that? Like, should you be sleeping with somebody that you want it to be a secret? Like, should them Because oftentimes a sneaky link is somebody that you probably shouldn't be doing it with. So I kind of associate it with cheating in some cases. Because, like, sneaky, why you gotta be sneaky about it? Like, we're adults, let's be real. We feeling each other, we're sleeping around, we doing this. You know what I'm saying? Not that everybody gotta know your business, but why does it gotta be a sneaky link?
Well, I mean, sneaky link by definition is what it is. You know what I mean? If you look it up, regardless if it's different forms, I think the two words that, you know, uh, creates the phrase in itself, they're what they mean. Sneaky link. So no matter why you sneaking it for, you know what I'm saying? The most basic form of that would be two single people just doing a sneaky link.
Right.
It could be maybe you met somebody at your best woman's wedding. You know what I'm saying? And y'all went into wine selling, did some sneaky shit. You know what I mean? So for me though, when it comes to sneaky links or anything concerning two people willingly, mutually doing something outside of the will of God. You know what I'm saying? I think sneaky links, I can't call it good or bad. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't try to in reality create something from what it's supposed to be because you become obsessed or you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden you possessive or some shit like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I agree with that perspective. Although it is a toxic aspect of life, because we live in a toxic world and a toxic society. Anyways,
right.
So when we're addressing it, it's like it is what it is, but at least be real about what you're doing and what you're getting yourself into.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? Like if we just having sex, you know, let that be that. You know, ain't nobody out here putting no. Like it's almost like the troubles that people create for other people in life resembles like a symbol of like an analogy of like ain't nobody put a gun to your head or ain't nobody rape you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Lead that to those actual events, to the crazy people out there who out there raping people. You know what I'm saying? Raping women.
Yeah, like speaking of becoming just infatuated with the adrenaline of it all, you know, because it is a rush when you're doing that type of thing. It's exciting. It's something new, you know.
Yeah, so, you know, it's all kind of reason why people do it, but...
Right, well, you know, there's a saying, if the shoe fit, wear it.
Wear it.
Yeah, and if it don't fit, don't try it on. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's really some savages out here. Nah, I ain't gonna put that past nobody, cause it's real. You know what I'm saying? People out here, we're sexual beings, but you got some people out here doing their thing. You know, but to each their own. To each their own. And it's just a matter of at the basis and at the foundation of everything, I go back to righteousness. That's how I live my life. So that's the only perspective that I can give. I can't give you nothing outside of what I don't live. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got the proof. You know, cheating and side pieces exist. We got the proof that monogamy and polygamy exist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The solutions was for side pieces and cheating is to keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
All the way 100.
Keep it 100. Keep it a buck. Because polygamy, which is the segue into the next solution, polygamy exists. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's been existing since the beginning of mankind, or
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right, and for me, that goes to say, polygamy is a mature situation. You know what I'm saying? This isn't anything just to get into because you want the thrill.
Right.
I think polygamy becomes partnership It becomes lifestyle, becomes family, becomes something sacred. You have to really be ready for something like that. So, you know, it appears to be something that is exciting or thrilling. You know,
but it really comes with a responsibility.
It's a responsibility,
just like any responsibility you face in your you know, immediate life, basically. Your moment, you're present. You know
exactly. Right. I don't want it to be one like you said, one of those topics that we just toss around lightly because we can. It's something that people should really try to understand better.
Yeah, and I'll say, you know, there's really no solution for monogamy. I'll say the solution for, you know, there's no solution. I would just say monogamy and polygamy exist. They're
they exist, and you have to choose which one you want to abide by. Yeah. You know, if you want to be polygamous, that's a real thing. You can go and live places and be polygamous.
Facts.
Legally. So.
In the United States, in other countries. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But it's also not just based on law. It's really, let's face it, it's all about self. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Who cares about what you're doing? Just do the right thing.
And keep it real about what you're doing. Especially men. I feel like men are more prone to not explore this because they don't understand it, but to engage in it without knowing. So you just gotta wisen up about, you know, how we live our lives, what we're doing, and being transparent, you know, with who it matters. Everybody don't have to know your business. Everybody and everything don't gotta be on social media. Yeah.
And let's stop once again hypersexualizing sexuality, because it exists in many forms. If you know, that's just what it is. So just keep it real. If we talking about love is love, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Love is love. We in modern times, right? Well, we might as well put polygamy out there, just like is, you know, all kind of other stuff out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Monogamy has been a real pain in the butt for humanity, it seems, in America. So, I mean, we can't deny that.
Right.
But, you know, we deny it and mask it as many different things. So, with that being said,
I like how you try to put that.
Proof and solutions. All right.
Finna do this shit, man. I'm telling y'all I'm different with this shit, man. You ever lived in the hood and heard a symphony? These nigga really with the shits. I'm a star riding 360, chauffeur like I'm riding Bentley. Bulletproof everything on me. I'm a black man, gotta ride presidential by myself, I be lonely. I ain't never killed, but these nigga will based on the insecurity. Oh, you fuck your bitch, oh, you getting money? That what they choice got to do with me. I just slide out like a PP. Find a new bitch, find a new city. I can make a Billy lose it all. You would think I'm gay, nigga, cause I still be happy. Ain't nothing changed but the game. I remain the same till I need a cane. Till I'm on my way through the pearly gates. Nothing wrong with hope, I won't feel ashamed. I can change my ways, I can never stay stagnant with no pain. No matter my fate, stay out the way. I don't relate to anything fake. I'm doing great, fuck out my face. I be up day and night on the chase. I always pray, yeah. Keep telling y'all I never cared. I keep getting better by the year. That no nigga that I fear. We cop shit by the pair. Got my children fly as air. That bitch thick as a mirror. Why the fuck would I stare? White finger never bare. F1 diamond dare. Say you real but your hair. Plus I practice what I share. Divide the pot cause I'm fair. My music's a cow, like you died in that chair. Getting money I swear. You never see a smear on my name cause I'm crystal clear. Let's be clear. They need me for everything. I'm like a god to them. In the hood, in the Benz, I'm killing them. That's a Mercedes. Pull up in your hood with all of these stripes like a Burberry. Niggas see my style, say that I'm nice. I just add vary. They need me for everything.